What is going on, guys? Rewinds here, and in this video we are going to be talking about the Boruto anime. And man, it's been a long time since I've said that. As many of you know, the Boruto anime has been off air for quite some time now. So I'm probably going to title this video something like, 1 year without the Boruto anime or something like that of the sort. This is really going to be more of like a discussion video, as well as talking about what to expect with Boruto's anime, and eventually it coming back. So first things first, the Boruto anime did end over a year ago. I believe it ended in March 2023. So that makes it about roughly a year and a half now since the Boruto anime has ended, and that's a long time, not to have a series running, especially one that was going on in a weekly format. However, I can see why they did it, especially considering the things that they have going on right now behind the scenes. So I am going to talk about that a little bit, but I do want to speak on the Boruto anime a little bit first too. It's definitely something I miss, for sure. I did enjoy talking about it, especially when we had, manga content adapted in particular. And then when it came to the anime canon arcs, I do feel like a lot of them were hit or miss. It definitely did have some hits. I did enjoy some of them for sure, but there were also some, in particular, more, in the 200 stretch where I was like, yeah, this is okay, or yeah, this arc really isn't it. But there were also some good ones, from time to time as well, even in the 200s. But I feel like the anime canon arcs kind of peaked earlier on, and the later stuff we got with the anime canon wasn't as strong, at least for me. Like, I didn't enjoy that Kawaki Himawari arc too much, even though it had some cool moments for sure, but just episode to episode, I didn't enjoy it all that much. And I also was not too big of a fan personally of the Funato war arc. I do think that it also had some cool moments, but it also had some of the biggest lows of the series, in my opinion, as well. So, just reflecting on the Boruto anime, I do feel like we did have a lot of good stuff done for sure, but there were also a lot of things I feel like we could have done without. And if we had done without certain things, maybe the overall rep of Boruto would have been a bit better, because, for example, with some of the anime canon arcs, especially when stuff doesn't look super smooth either, it's a lot easier, I feel like, for people to call out some of the flaws of it. And that's what happened, for example, with the Funato arc. And just going forward in the 200s, after, we pretty much passed the Ishiki arc, a lot of the animation got a little bit more inconsistent and rough. So it's, for the best that they decided to back off of that and actually put Boruto on break, because they needed it. And a really smart idea, because as some of you may know, we aren't too far in the Boruto anime from where the timescape area is, and typically, just like Naruto, I would have expected this to do like a part 1, part 2 thing and go all the way. But just because of the production issues, we didn't even get to the end of what part 1 really was, and that's just the reality of it. So I am hoping that when the Boruto anime does come back, I think it's an inevitable thing. It is going to happen at some point, so don't let anybody really convince you out there that it's not going to happen. Trust me, Boruto is going to come back at some point. As much as I wish it would be sooner rather than later, I don't know. But what I do know is we have a lot to look forward to when it comes to the Boruto anime, because a lot of the stuff that's going on behind the scenes right now, in particular with the Studio Pierrot itself, is looking pretty promising. So what I am going to do at some point down the line, especially when more info probably comes out, I'm going to make a video about the return of the Boruto anime again, an updated version of it, because I did do one, I think, maybe a year ago at this point, or maybe like over 6 months ago at least. It's been a while, but long story short, all you guys really got to do is look at the quality that the studio's been putting out into Bleach seasons recently for the Thousand Year Blood War, and especially keep an eye out for what's gonna happen in the third season of the Thousand Year Blood War arc, because the third season should be done even better possibly than seasons 1 and 2 because of a lot of the internal animation and staff changes that are being made at Studio Pierrot. So definitely keep an eye out for that, because that's the kind of quality we can probably expect somewhere among those lines, for a series like Boruto and Black Clover for whenever they do return down the line. So also to just confirm a few things, the Boruto anime is not coming back in 2024, so I don't know if anybody's still thinking about that, but just ruling that out. It's not happening. As much as I hate to say it, not happening. 2025, there's still a slim chance. I wouldn't say slim chance. I'd say a low chance that it will be 2025, but it's not completely ruled out, but we don't really have any confirmation of that yet either. Realistically, it could be 2026, it could be 2027 even. It's really just going to depend on how the studio feels about what they're putting out, and I think first thing first, that they're going to have to end Bleach first before they divert their focus back to other ongoing series like Boruto and Black Clover, because Bleach is actually complete to where they're trying to get to. So I also do want to point out the Boruto anime is likely going to come back in a seasonal form. That's what a lot of the rumors are. Not really sure if we're going to get back to the weekly format, but a lot of stuff is indicating it'll be seasonal, and that would be really awesome for, pacing and in terms of how things look. If you're a fan of, anime canon arcs, this might be a little bit of bad news for you, because I don't know if they're going to start putting out random seasons just to, drop seasons of anime canon arcs. Not sure about that, but for, the manga content, at least stuff should definitely be done at a much higher level. So overall, that's kind of what I have to say about the Boruto anime right now. I definitely do miss it, but if it means that the Boruto anime is going to come back in a better format and with some better production, I'm cool with waiting, sometime more longer for it. Let me know what you guys think, though, for sure, in the comments below. Are you kind of wanting that Boruto anime to come back a lot sooner, even if it means it's a little bit rushed, or maybe you want it to come back weekly because you want more anime canon arcs, or maybe you're, kind of a little bit more content with waiting like I am and hoping that the Boruto anime will come back, in a seasonal format, and then whether they decide to do anime canon or not with that is up to them, and we know they'll be doing the manga content for sure. So let me know what you think between that in the comments below. But that's going to wrap up this one. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day or night whenever you guys are watching this video. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.